plaintiff, Jessica Threed, says her son is dating the defendant, and they allegedly have a child together. But Jessica petitioned the court for a paternity test because she has doubts. Jessica claims her relationship with her son is strained because she called the police on her son after he threatened the defendant with scissors. And Jessica's suing his girlfriend for the cost of 2 phones. Defendant Adriana Lopez says she is hurt that Jessica is suing her and questioning the paternity of her 6-month-old daughter. Adriana claims her daughter looks just like Jessica's son, who's with Adriana in court today. And she's countersuing for defamation of character.
Start with you.
Your Honor, unfortunately, I'm here today suing my son's girlfriend, allegedly my granddaughter's mother.
Oh, you say allegedly.
Well, because at one point, DeMarcus told me that he thought Audrey was cheating with her.
DeMarcus is whom?
DeMarcus is my son.
Is he here today?
He's here. He's the
That's the
plaintiff.
witness? Okay.
He's the defendant's witness. And he told me that
Who was your witness?
Ben Malone.
Okay, all right. That your husband?
No, he's my boyfriend.
Okay. Our producer said the gentleman was quite handsome.
And he looks like a celebrity judge.
Oh, pardon me?
He looks like another judge.
He look like me?
No.
Oh, Brown. Okay.
Yes.
Because they all think I'm ugly, so I know I guess because I'm so mean, they say they can't think that I'm handsome. All right, so they say.
No, you're very handsome.
All right.
Yes.
And you know the defendant as your son's mate, and what else you want me to know about you all's relationship?
I thought we had a good relationship. I treated her as I would if I had a daughter.
How long have you known her?
Well, I've known her for since I believe it was June or July of 2013.
Okay.
She and DeMarcus, to me, have a Ike and Tina Turner relationship. You know, one day they love each other, one day they don't.
Hopefully they're not physical.
Yes, it was physical on January 29th, where I had to call the police and to have DeMarcus removed from my home. I have the police report here.
What happened?
Well, they were fighting because DeMarcus wanted to use Audrey's car to go see my sister-in-law, which is sick. But she told DeMarcus he couldn't drive the car because he didn't have a license. He doesn't have a valid driver's license. And so they start exchanging words. They start cussing. He picked up the scissor, threatening to kill her or whatever. They have a newborn baby that was on the couch, as well as her 4-year-old daughter that was behind DeMarcus. So I'm stopping them in the middle and saying, oh, wait, stop. In the meantime, I got hurt on my right wrist as well as my left arm. Hurt to the point where I couldn't raise my arm for 3 weeks. I have fibromyalgia and arthritis, so I'm disabled as it is. Eventually, the police did come, and DeMarcus wasn't there. He took a taxi. So at this point, I'm like, this is it. I'm done. Because not only that, this happened before, years ago, before he met Audrey, where he and my other son were fighting. And I got in the middle again and injured, broke several bones in my arm. And so I'm just like, chance after chance. And it hurts me to do this because this is my son. You know, and for a mother to get a restraining order against her son, that's pretty deep. So.
That is. Yes. I applaud you for that. That's what they call tough love. You love him, but you got to be tough.
Thank you.
All right. Do you want to say anything, young man? You don't want to defend yourself against your mother saying she had to call the police on you twice because of violence in her house? Good enough. Why don't you give me some background, young lady?
So I'm actually very beyond hurt today that I'm here due to the fact that I'm being sued by Jessica. Number 2, at the fact that she's having any questioning with the fact that DeMarcus is the father of our 6-month-old daughter.
That's why I petitioned the court for maternity.
And I have a picture here of our daughter.
Let me see it, please.
And I mean, do you see this? She doesn't look like your son to me, because I sure see DeMarcus.
How did you get involved in this part, though?
She did have her ex-boyfriend spend the night. And then there was another incident on 4th of July of 2013.
Spend the night where?
Spend the night at her house, at her residence.
Oh, your son told you that?
My son told me that. He said, Mom, I'm hurt. What do you think? She said her older daughter's father spent the night at the house. And, Mom, I don't know. And I said, I don't know either. At this point, she wasn't pregnant. Another incident after she got pregnant, 3rd of July, he's coming to me crying again because this time he sees Audrey on Instagram. She's pregnant, all hugged up with her oldest daughter's father. And at that time, I said, DeMarcus, are you sure this is your baby? Oh, no, I want it to be, you know? And I'm like, okay, fine.
Okay.
And I left it like that. But in the back of my mind, I want to know. I love Zeray. I love my granddaughter.
You want to talk yet?
Yeah.
All
I'd
right.
like to talk.
There you go. Stand up. State your name.
DeMarcus 3.
All right. What do you want to tell me?
So she has a friend which they talked almost every day and put her in the ear to make it seem like that wasn't my daughter. And she went off that. And as time went by, after I found out that the child's father spent the night, I had a little question here and there. But at the end of the day, in my heart, I felt like that was my daughter. And I left it at that.
Okay. So
And-
what I did here out of all the who said what said is that you expressed to her that you had a question. All right. What mama gonna say? Well, boy, you better check that out then. Well, if you don't know, I definitely don't know. And if you telling me this woman and did this and you done saw her hugged up on the internet and she done had men at the house, yeah, baby, you better check that out.
Right.
So I got that point then. Thank you. All right. So do you understand now why?
So yeah, I understand.
All right.
However, some of the things aren't technically true.
What part?
The whole my oldest daughter's dad spending the night thing. I was at work and then he just watched his oldest daughter.
What are the phones you're suing about? And then we'll take a look at the paternity test results. But let's get to the phones first. Why are you suing her for 2 phones?
I'm suing her in February of 2014. DeMarcus and Audrey both were at the Sprint dealership, and they convinced me to put her on my family plan. And she assured me, as well as DeMarcus, that they would pay the bill. She did pay one bill, and I believe it was in March. It was $93. And I'm only suing her for $581 because I'm giving her credit for $27. It came out to $93, as well as she did my hair for me. And I gave her a credit on payment on the phone for $100.
So you're not suing for the bill, you're suing for the actual phone.
Because the bill, I'm the one that...
Got it.
Yeah, okay. And
All right.
then the second phone was of iPhone that DeMarcus is also on my family plan. And they got into an altercation in December 2014. He broke her phone, she broke his. I can't...
Let me see what you have there that you're referring to. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
So I don't feel as though I am responsible for the first phone, Your Honor, because I paid 2 bills. I did not pay one, I paid 2 bills in cash. The third bill was an exchange for me to do her hair, and she paid my bill for me. The 4th bill was out of courtesy for her, as a gift to me, she paid the 4th bill. She canceled my line due to me and him having an argument before the bill was even due.
Got that part.
So I was led with no choice but to have to sell the device so that I was able to purchase another device with another carrier. I was 6 months pregnant at the
What do you mean
time.
you were left with no choice? You could have gave the phone to her.
Well, I didn't have no way of contacting her. I didn't want to just show up at her address.
You know where she was located?
Yeah, but I wasn't going to show up without.
You could have waited until the day then. Y'all here today. What else? What about the second phone?
So as far as the second phone goes, you know, me and DeMarcus, of course, had another argument. In the process, he broke my device.
What's she have to do with that?
No, well, the thing is, I broke his phone in retaliation.
No, you broke her phone. It was her phone.
Well, technically, yeah, it was her phone.
Yeah, that's what we're talking technical.
Yeah.
Whenever you're dealing with the law, you're talking technical. So you broke her phone because of something he did to your phone.
Correct.
Got it. All right. Now, the counterclaim, $1,289 for defamation. How does she owe you?
I feel that that was really disrespectful towards me, that she still denied my daughter after me and her had our own conversations about the baby. Even after the baby was born, there was still questioning within the family, you know, saying that if that's DeMarcus's child. That was very hurtful to me, very degrading. And another reason was because I was served the paperwork to my job.
Your job opened up your mail?
No, they actually, they did get the envelope for...
Yeah. And they opened it?
No, but they gave it to me. But my
Wait,
manager
so how
was
do they
present.
know? You must have told them.
No, my manager
Don't
was
tell
present
people
when
your
I got
business.
served.
My whole job knows. You must have told somebody on your job. Otherwise, yeah, we got a service and process for you. Oh, okay, what was that? I won $100,000. That's what you should have said. Instead, it's my mother-in-law. Sending me some mess. She gets on my nerve. Yeah, now the whole job does. No, you're right. Then you told everybody who'll listen. I promise you. So, with regard to the defamation, her information came from
DeMarcus.
There you go. So, you want to sue him? So, I'm not going to grant you judgment on that defamation. You have the results?
I'll go get him.
We'll see who's going to be sued. You want to sue him? If he's the father, because you heard him. All right.
That is just so
Stand up and get ready for your lawsuit. Or, a matter of fact, I'm going to put Doyle in between you all, because if the answer is no, get over there, Doyle, in between them. They like to fight. You said they like to fight. No, I'm talking about between them two. They're the ones that like to fight. What's all that fighting about? You all get physical with each other? How often does that occur? That's not funny there. How often does that occur?
It doesn't occur often. No, I would say more argument than physical.
All right, as long as you don't get physical, and you shouldn't be together if you got to argue all the time.
Right.
In the meantime, get between them. And let him shake her hand, because he is the father. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Give her a hug so you all are together. Give her a hug, and you give mama her money. Judgment for the plaintiff. You got your money. And your claim is dismissed. What do you have there?
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan. I've been watching your show. Old shows, reruns, whatever.
Oh, I'm so glad I treated you nice. All right. Thank you for your support. I'm going to sign this right here.
Thank you, Judge.
Jessica, God bless. And get your money. There you go.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you.
Me and DeMarcus, this is my man. I love him to death. No one's perfect. We have problems, but we're definitely learning. We're still young. And we have a beautiful daughter together, and we're going to make things work regardless.
Right.
I'm glad that's my granddaughter. I still need to work on my relationship with my son and Audrey. And right now, there's no chance of reconciliation between my son and I until he addresses his issues.